Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to Ask Alma. Okay, I got a new headset thing, y'all. So I hope it's working. If y'all can hear me, say I can hear you in the chat or give me one of those thumbs up things or just say, we hear you, girl. Whatever. Let me know in the comments that y'all can hear me. Hey, 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 hey. What is going on? And welcome to Ask Alma. I am so glad y'all are here. I am so glad you're here. So much has been going on. So much is happening. And I got to take 2 minutes to get y'all caught up on a couple of things. Juanita says, here, thank you. How are you? I'm so glad you're with us tonight. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. First off, I want to thank my main man, the mayor, Lee Ivory. Lee, oh my goodness. Thank you for last week. We had a hey Alvin, hey. We had an unexpected death in the family. My cousin Gail passed away, and it was just shocking, absolutely shocking to all of us because Gail was the there she is. Oh my goodness, I love her so much. That's her. She was the rock of the family. She kept everybody connected. Gail found people on uh ancestry like had parties to invite them in the family. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all cousins, come on in here. It was just amazing. She was an amazing woman. Extremely talented, went back to college and got her degree in her 50s. Like she was just amazing. And I'm not quite sure what we are going to do without her. But thank you guys so much for your emails. I appreciate the condolences. Thank you so much. And I'm just glad to be back. And I'm glad to have all of my dear friends. Because you know what? I know y'all want friends like I got friends, right? Every time I talk about my friends, everybody say, "Oh, I wish I had friends like your friend." And that's why I keep this group right here limited. We can't invite nobody else in the crew. I'm sorry. It's like where we are, no matter what Robin Smith says to you, mm, we closed. So with that, come on in here, family, and thank you for holding me up tonight. Hey!
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Y'all love me. Oh
Hey,
my goodness.
Alma.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Lori.
Hey, Alma.
Hi, Dee Dee.
Hey, Alma.
Sharon, how are you?
Doing great, love.
And my main man, the mayor, Lee Ivory.
Mayor.
I'm telling
Hello,
you.
baby.
Uh-oh, Lee, you know they ain't ready.
I keep trying to encourage Alma to share the love. We have so much love that Alma is just like,
No. And for those of you,
likes, but I ain't sharing the love. I guess that's
no. And y'all, I know you will find this hard to believe, but honestly, like, it's a couple of women like we meet, cross paths with, and they be like, oh, y'all are so much fun. Maybe we can exchange numbers. I'll be like, that was nice.
Right.
She reads that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, happy birthday to little
Diane Harris.
Yes.
Happy birthday, little Dee.
Happy birthday to Diane. I had that on my list because we go way back. Like, I'm not even going to let y'all know the year that Diane and I became friends. But happy birthday to her.
We used to hang like clothes, man.
You know what I tell you, right? You know what I tell you, right?
Merle Pettis all the way from Wichita, Kansas.
What? Merle, can he sing? Merle, can you sing?
No, he can't sing.
Okay, that's okay.
He think he cool though,
Shout out to my
Hey, Valerie.
Hi, Valerie. I don't think Diane has been on the panel. She's one of our Ask Alma dear friends, and I don't think she's watching tonight. I think DW is taking her out for a nice evening.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But her brother's probably watching though, because I told him.
Go DW.
Hey, Hey, Maria Hawkins. Hey, from the DC
That's
area.
my girl. She was just here this weekend.
Yeah, she said you invited her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hi, Maria.
Welcome.
Here in a minute. And Anita from Charlotte, Queen City, she said hey and sent her condolences to you, Alma.
Oh, thank
and
you.
also Alicia, my neighbor down the block. Hey, y'all.
Alicia, hey.
Nice.
Go
We
ahead.
got Bessie's joining us. Hey, Bessie.
Yeah, Bessie sent me a picture, y'all. It cracked me up. She sent it on Facebook. But
do we have that picture?
I don't.
Ah, look at that.
Look at Joshua with earrings.
Right.
Look at that little.
Oh my goodness, that is
right.
so
Look
funny.
at those cheeks.
And you know what? I'm gonna get y'all because somebody has gotten connections to my producer, and I don't know if I'm happy about that. What y'all sending?
They're sending them stuff.
They're sending him
Right.
stuff. Yes, that's hilarious. Hi, everybody.
Javon, Mary Lou, Donna. Hi, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Is that our Donna? Is that our Donna?
Yeah.
That's our Donna.
That's our Donna.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not our Donna. That's not our Donna.
Well, you guys, that wasn't nice. Everybody's your Donna.
That's not Donna Williams' van.
We just have a long time ago, Donna. That's just not her.
Donna,
anyway.
Right.
Donna, hello. That is not what I meant. And let me clarify, Donna, because I'm so glad you're watching. Let me be clear. Number one, I'm so glad you're watching.
This DC Donna.
DC Donna. I am so glad you're watching. And because the other reason why I was asking is because our Donna, her birthday is tomorrow.
Yes.
So we were going to do birthday shout outs to her.
That's
Hey, Donna, glad you're watching. And my cousin Demeen is watching. Hey, Demeen. Oh,
hey,
we
Sean.
gonna have I think Sean. I tried to find your email, Sean. You gotta inbox me. I'm still trying to reach you, and I may not be as computer savvy as you think I am. So help a sister out.
Mary Lou says she wants
everybody's baby picture.
Lee said that. Lee came up with that idea. So
we should do that. Yeah.
Cute.
I think that would be fun. A lot of fun. It was one other thing that I need to mention is that we are not professional doctors. And on this show, we offer you common sense advice because we are just nice people hanging out for the evening and invited y'all to come along for the ride.
We're going to discuss.
This is the eatery at 12:45.
Yeah, we're going to discuss.
This is what happens when we all get together for lunch. Okay?
Right.
This is what happens. Lee, I know I thanked you before, but thank you so much. I mean, you're always there for me, and I appreciate it more than you know.
Lordy. We laughed last week. Y'all, if you didn't see it, go on NPPA and look up the date. Oh, my. I almost fell off my chair.
What are you doing?
Go back and watch it, Lauren.
You gotta go watch. Yeah, you gotta watch.
Oh, okay, that was some symbolism.
Hi, Michelle.
Sean, remember? Say Sean, remember? You
got your wipes today.
Got his wipes.
Michelle, hug your mama from me. And your sister Tina, too. Last week, I didn't watch it Tuesday, but I was able to catch the rerun. Yeah, because if you guys miss a show, you can go back and watch it. Please do. I appreciate it. Downtime in traffic, on a bus, subway, train, plane, bathroom. Turn it on. Check us out. Anyway, it was hilarious. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. It was a bit much, but I think Lee has something with maybe her idea of being sanitary and his idea of being sanitary might be two different things. Sharon, what were you saying?
I was saying maybe we need to redo that letter. That was
It is an actual show by itself, isn't it? Yes. I was thinking, there are a couple of them.
You need to write another letter. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there are a couple
update.
of them. Yes, updates. There are a couple of letters that we've redone because we just could not get it all out. So you're right. That might be one that we want to bring up next week. That'd be
Revisit.
That'd be good.
fantastic. Yeah.
That'd
Yeah.
be good, man.
Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. So y'all ready to get this party started? We got some questions tonight.
Ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Ready.
Let's do it.
And those that I chose for tonight, I'm going to apologize in advance. No, I'm just kidding.
Uh-oh.
No,
Uh-oh.
everything that we do and say is purely in love. You
That's
know,
right.
we like your friend who needs to tell you something, but they don't know how to tell you.
Exactly.
That's who we are.
That's right.
All righty. Mary Lou said, bring it.
Nah.
All right, let's see. Question number 1.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Holmes, and I'm this week's VVR, or Volunteer Video Reader. Here's our first question. Hey, Alma, I need your help. Since COVID is giving us the go-ahead to start to live our lives again, I called 3 girlfriends and asked them out for crabs. They all accepted the invite, and we planned a day, but not a time. When that Saturday arrived, I was very excited and ready to see my friends. I sent a text message to the one I'm most friendly with and asked her what time should we confirm to meet. She said she wasn't sure and she was waiting to hear from the other one and would get right back to me. A few hours went by, and I sent her a text, and she said she was still waiting and would get back to me. I didn't think much about it and thought I'd hear from them soon. Lo and behold, I was on Facebook, and there they were, at the restaurant, posting pictures about being back together after COVID, while I was still sitting at home waiting for the text or call. Needless to say, I was livid and mainly hurt. I stopped speaking to all of them. All of them have reached out, and 2 of them blamed the same woman for not getting the information. I'm thinking birds of a feather stick together. We are all over 50, and at this point, I would just as well never speak to them again. I have 2 questions. Why do you think they treated me that way? And should I try to be friends with them again?
Hi, Tiffany. Thank you for being our VVR this week. I really appreciate it. So here is the recap. There was a woman who, COVID has lightened up a bit. So she called 3 other friends, said, hey, let's get together. Let's go out and get some crabs. They said, okay. Everyone agreed on a day. They just hadn't narrowed down a time. So that day, they were texting each other in a group text saying, what time, telling her, we don't know yet. And then she's on Facebook, and there they are having a great time. And she wasn't invited. So,
and she was the one who initiated it?
She was the one who initiated it, and she invited everybody. Yes. So,
first of all, and then I'll let y'all do your thing, but I'll bring up the rear. But first of all, I love my Black people. But you cannot leave a Black people rendezvous to chance. You need to tell Black folks a week ahead of time, we gonna meet at this time, at this place. They got parking, they blah, blah, blah. You can't be like on the day of. We don't do that well. Okay, so
but if they told everybody else the time, why didn't they tell her the time?
But I'm saying that's her fault, because she should have made sure that this was up. Now I'm gonna let y'all talk about the secondary issue, because the secondary issue is way bigger than the time.
Yes.
So have at it. I'll bring up the rear.
Okay, Dee Dee.
No, don't start with me.
No.
There's so many things.
That's what Merle said. They basically, she invited everybody, and they got together without her.
Right, together without her. So that's just 3 people this woman does not need in her life. Exactly. Because somebody at the table, and we keep forgetting social media is the devil. It will, it has divorces. You are going to. We used to say, whatever happens in the dark comes in the light. You'll get caught. We used to believe that when we were 20 and 30 and didn't have social media. It is the real deal now. You will absolutely get caught.
So either the person that was posting wanted the woman to know that they had gotten together without her, or did not, or wasn't privy to everything else that was going on. But that's irrelevant. The person that scheduled it should at the very least been there, and at least one of those women at the table should have said, "Oh, we forgot the person that initiated this. Where is she? We somebody call her, find out where she is, make up a lie, whatever. Oh, we forgot something."
Yeah.
But no, that's unacceptable. Remove them.
Yeah.
They're gone. Boo. Bye. Bye. Felicia, Mary, Jane, all of them. Bye.
Yeah. There's some shenanigans going on.
You want to go get crabs, lady? You call me. I'll go eat crabs with you. We'll all come. We'll let you in for the group for a minute.
And crabs ain't no quick meal.
Right.
That's not a quick meal. That's a
while we're waiting.
Right. Yeah, it's afternoon. Yeah. But there's some foolishness going on here.
I think. Sharon, what do you think?
Well, we have, I've seen a group thread where they thought they were replying to everybody, but it was just a separate group with 3. And it's like, no, why are you asking so-and-so? He ain't on this thread, that kind of thing. I don't understand why there wasn't a time set and why they didn't reply to the whole group. I don't understand. I would have been hotter than fish grease.
Oh, Lord. I've heard that before, Sharon.
Yes.
Where do you think she heard that? Where you hear that from?
Okay, Cheryl Bowie says it happened to me this past June with a friend's birthday. She said she wasn't having a party and chilling with her dad and had a full-blown cookout, and another friend posted it on Facebook. And I cussed her tail out. 35 years of friendship over.
That's crazy, too.
Leah, is that my niece who doesn't call me enough? Hi, Hey, girl.
She's busy.
I got something for you, Leah. I got a gift for you. So Robin,
Lori, oh Lord, why you have to? I was trying to push it to Lori.
Lori, well, we're gonna go to Lori and then come back over to Robin. Okay, Lori.
That's right, Polar Bear. That's where she heard it from.
It is hurtful.
She planned the event. She said, "Hey, y'all, let's go get crabs on Saturday." I'm not sure. Well, she did make the effort to say to one, "Well, what time do you want to go?" I'm not. She was going for this diplomatic approach, and if it was really casual, I'm not at all certain why it wasn't the same as the invitation went out to everybody.
Right.
Why didn't the time request go to everybody? But to Sharon's point, that you think you're in a thread with everybody, and you may have just put that one person's name in. That said, when we all get to the table and we got hammers on crabs, and to your point, crabs, this ain't a quick meal. Hey, call so-and-so and tell her to come. We here already. Tell her to come on down. We're going to be cracking crabs.
Somebody
until she gets here.
Somebody had to tell somebody for all of them to be there and for her to not be there.
But exactly. But now here's the thing. I think the greater thing to evaluate. You could say, well, the friendship was nothing anyway. She obviously thought it was. Mm-hmm. Do you bust a 20, 30-year friendship because of crabs?
Yes. No, because it's not because of crabs. It's because they went without her. They went without an event that
but did they say that the relationship was long term? Did she say that in the letter? These were they not just co-workers, or were they?
She said these were her girls. They were hanging out. They were gonna hang out.
COVID was over. It was time to get reunite with her crew. And so, but I get the it was clear they threw us some shade. Now they threw us some shade for real.
Yeah.
And so she has to decide what she wants to do with the shade. She can move past it if she wants to, but they threw us some shade for real. And everybody just has to be honest. All right, y'all shaded me, we done. Or y'all shaded me, we just done for maybe the rest of the year. Y'all catch me holla in January.
Yeah, because you know what, you can honestly, what's funny to me is that we're talking about this and this just popped in my mind. When you and Robin post on Facebook and I'm not there, I get pinged for a minute and then I think oh, but you had something else to do. Like, Facebook will make you feel a certain kind of way when you see your friends and then you're
like
not.
in Hawaii,
like,
when you see your friends chilling in Hawaii, like, how did I not get that invitation?
But you and your friends didn't plan to go to Hawaii, and then all of a sudden everybody was on Oahu Island, but you. So that was the distinction. They had a plan set in motion by this woman.
Yeah,
and then everybody just took her plan and ran with it.
Right. That's something.
So
Robin
is
Sharon.
Somebody read what just Cheryl's saying.
Okay, we'll read it after Sharon. Go ahead, Sharon.
Okay, I was just going to say, when I'm putting a group together, I know because I'm old and sometimes the group fluctuates a little bit. See my little pad right here? I got names written on this. No.
Right. Write it down. Got to write it down. And she was the one who pulled it together. She said she was the host, basically. And they were posting without the host. Robin?
I think it was just lame. There's no way that 3 women could misinterpret a text.
Right.
10, maybe.
Right.
5, 7, could. 3, no. Because that meant 2 of you all showed up at the table.
Right.
Where's the 3rd one? Because
exactly.
All my girlfriends. We know Lori gonna be late because she's gonna be on 95, but we gonna call her and say, "Where you at?"
On 95.
As soon as you get there, you're gonna call.
Calling her till she gets there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're gonna keep calling her till she gets there. There's no way that didn't happen.
And you're standing at the door. You're not sitting at the table eating, posting pictures. We're all waiting at the door. When we all went out, we're waiting at the door for you.
The mayor wants to weigh in.
Mayor says, "A moment." Go ahead, Mayor.
Come on, Cletus.
Y'all must have taken some nice juice or something tonight before y'all got on here. Because I can't believe y'all ain't flame throwing on.
Oh, I am.
Oh, yeah.
Look here. Like I said, it wasn't 1, it wasn't 2. It was 3. It was 3. Okay? They don't like her.
Right.
They don't like her.
I know.
But then they shouldn't have said yes to her plan.
But this was a real dig. I don't like you. I didn't call you back. I didn't text you. And I'm going to post it on Facebook like they don't know you're going to see it. Come on now.
I don't care if you see it on Facebook because we don't like you. And it may have been one instigator that turned the other 2. You know what I mean?
It could have been.
But is either they don't like her or something, or she's funny with the money when it comes to
picking up the tab.
You don't add some detail. You don't layer.
What they should have done is gotten together and went somewhere else. They should not have gotten together on her suggestion and then excluded her.
Right. They like the idea. They just ain't like.
Well, the other possibility is that there's a queen. There's always that possibility. There's this alpha woman.
Yeah, that's what
who pretty much controls whatever everybody else kind of goes along. Like if this one person is like, I really don't want to eat there. Let's go over here. Then everybody trots over to the other place and leaves that person out. That almost always happens in large female groups. But this is just nonsense. I said bye. Mary, Felicia, Susie, all of them. Bye. Bye. Deuces. Bye.
Deuces.
It is really, it is like Mean Girls over 50.
That's the sad part. These old queens. That's the sad part.
Yes. They should know better.
One last thing I would say to Sister Girl, though, is do a little introspection because perhaps you've been doing some things that you're not quite aware of. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That may have irritated them. I mean, there's no excuse for this. I mean, this was just blatant. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care.
But 3 people said, "Nah, holla, we ain't doing it." So do something.
Yeah, that was just bad behavior. But she should just take a minute and say, "Wait a minute, okay, what could I possibly have done to them?
She can't hold her
No.
liquor. What you mean? She can't hold her liquor. She done clowned out there. They've been to the restaurant and she clowned.
South of
Drunk as a
50.
fish.
South of 50, that's a conversation that you have.
No, I ain't talking about them.
No, that's a conversation. She shouldn't have to figure out what she did wrong to keep them from inviting her to her own event.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's done with them. But I'm saying at least, take a minute, a little quiet minute and say, okay, is there something I possibly could have done to
it was fabulous. That's what it is.
Yeah, right, Donna. I agree with Donna. I think she could ask. I think she should ask one of them. The one, what's up that she kept asking, the one that she was texting, say, what happened? You never did tell me what time, and then I see y'all. So, what's going on?
Well, we don't know what the lady said back, so it's over.
Right, it's done.
I ain't going out with them no more.
Me either.
I ain't even asking.
Yeah, she need to be done with them, though.
It's over.
Yeah. They're messy. They're messy.
Very messy. Exactly, Lori. That's what
and they lack couth. They don't have any couth. They could have gone and not put it on Facebook and keyed and talked about her the whole time, and nobody got the wiser.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But Donna, I would just ask them, at least ask one of them, look, what possibly could y'all have been thinking when it was my idea? I would just want to know.
Right.
Not that I'm trying to mend the defenses. I just want to know what was going through your mind that you thought you could be that rude, that mean.
Right.
And put it on.
I think the woman.
What if there's no rationale for it?
The woman that has been communicating back and forth should offer that explanation.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have to ask, why didn't you invite me? That woman sitting at the table enjoying crabs with those other women who ignored her should come to her and say, look, this is what happened. This is how the circumstances rolled out. I'm sorry, maybe.
There's no rationale. There is no rationale.
I'm with Lori. No, Indeed, I ain't asking you squat.
Well, if I was the woman, I wouldn't ask them. I'm saying that if there's any communication, the woman that's sitting at the table texting, talking about, I don't know what time we're going to meet, crack.
Right.
She should reach out to her and say, this is what happened.
No,
what happened was
I was on end and didn't go to the bathroom and text me or call me and say, girl, you better come on.
Right.
No, but see, I hold people accountable, okay? And so I ask when people do like stupid stuff, like for instance, I had two friends who shall remain nameless.
No, we want names.
I'll tell you off the air.
Okay, off the air.
Right.
We had planned to get together for lunch, right? And so we were going to get together for lunch where they were, like 5-6 minutes from where they were.
Mm-hmm.
I had to drive all the way from Woodbridge to get up
to where they were. Okay.
Right. I get up to the restaurant. They still 30-40 minutes late. And I'm like, y'all round the corner. What you doing? So when they got there, I was cool, but I was like, okay, so tell me, how could y'all possibly be late? When I had to drive 30 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever, and y'all, I said, please just help me out with this one. I said, we gonna still have a good time. I said, but you got to let me know that y'all just wasn't sitting at home having drinks and caca.
Right.
Because it's going to be a problem then.
Well, sometimes people have that notion like, oh, well, she'll wait. Or she won't mind. Or she, and that is perfectly unacceptable to do
You know what? And then some people, honestly, I know that this is going to sound gullible, but my husband is a military guy.
Right.
And honestly, when I married him, I paid no attention to time. And one of my cousins, it was really funny. We went to her house for dinner, and she was like, "Oh, y'all came on the right night, because my cousin be so late. She'll come to your house the next day. Hey, now, how y'all doing?" I really had no concept of time. It wasn't even like I was trying to be late. I just did what I did in the moments that I did them, and then I would show up. And he said to me, like, do you know it's so disrespectful when you show up late? And I'm like, no, it's not. They know I'm going to be late, because that was the
that's my MO.
Right. Everybody knows I'm gonna be late.
I got friends like that all the time.
Being with somebody who's always on time and 5 minutes early, which used to irritate me to no end, because we'd be like just going to people's house for dinner or something. I go, we don't have to be sitting outside 5 minutes to 6. Really, we really don't. We really don't.
Shout out to Mr. Gill, my maid of honor to my wedding on time.
Because it could have been very different. But I will say I had to learn to respect people's time a little bit more. Now, Lori does live a long way away and is in the worst area for traffic. So
let me jump in here now. Lord, I hook up a lot, okay?
But y'all on the same side of town.
Is what I'm saying, okay?
Yeah, but y'all over there together.
Is what I'm saying, okay? So it ain't always 95, okay?
That's not what's delaying Miss Grant.
I'm at the restaurant. I'm like, so where you at, boo?
On 95.
Oh, I'm on the way.
On 95.
No, on the way, walking out the door to the car.
On 95. No, stop. These women plan 3 days ahead. Lee's calling me, Tim. Hey, what you doing? Come on up here.
No.
But she showed up impeccably dressed. So hey, looking cute.
No.
Hey. It's totally. And anyway, that's totally different because what we're talking about is usually
this is
a gathering at somebody's house.
Right.
That's usually our house parties.
Yeah.
This was totally different.
Yes.
And those hammers.
No, she didn't call them hammers.
I ain't heard hammers in 15 years.
They just decided to diss her.
They dissed her, and that was wrong. That was wrong.
It's just disrespectful.
We don't respect you.
Yeah, it was.
We don't respect you. That's what that is. So.
Okay, girl. So like, it's unanimous.
They
are not your friends.
Get some new friends.
They are not your friends.
You don't need to hang out with them.
Call us for crabs. We'll show up.
Call us. We'll show up with you. We love crabs.
And honestly, that wasn't even worth an apology. I'm so sorry.
Right.
That was not worth an apology. It was too many ways of counteracting that. Sorry.
Exactly. Keep your distance because you really don't want to be friends with mean girls. And these women sound like they are a set of mean girls. There you go. Yeah. Okay, y'all. That was pretty good. That was very, very good, actually. Let's see
Alma Jones.
That's what my godmother calls me, Alma Jones. And then when I met this guy named Glenn Jones when I was like 17, I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to marry him? Because Bessie always calls me Alma Jones. Because that's what you think when you're 17.
Right.
But anyway.
Well, let me just say right quick, Lillian Harris said Pekino game on time. We just played Pekino this weekend. That's what my list was about.
Oh, so Sharon, I am a huge Pekino player. Yes, we got a game. We got a game coming up that she's telling me to be on time for. I got that. Yeah, I knew what she was saying.
I won $52, Alma.
You know, somebody ought to do that story. You know, because
the Pekino.
Well, the taking off of Black women playing Pekino, especially on Zoom during the pandemic. I know
playing on Zoom because like my family's been playing it forever.
Yeah, I know so many people who are Black. It is all Black women.
Yeah,
doing it. You know, having Zoom calls and playing it like every week. You know,
that'd
be a good story.
I thought it was a lot of fun. We had a birthday party for Leah one year at a beach house. And I took my Pekino game thinking that, you know, these young women, 15, 16, 17 years younger than me would be like, okay, and Alma, we ain't trying to do that. Cause like it doesn't plug in, it doesn't light up, it doesn't talk back to you.
Right, exactly.
But I put the cards on the table and explained everything. And we got started and they loved it. They kept, I said, okay, we're done. Like y'all can, and they were like, no, let's keep playing. It was a lot of fun. It was a really great time. Yeah.
Sharon, did Juanita give you that $50? She said Sharon took my money.
Sharon took my
And she
money.
was hotter than fish grease because of it.
Sharon took my money.
And Var said his card is the Queen of Hearts center. Mine is the Three of Clubs center. Anyway, y'all don't get me started. Next week we'll be playing while we watching Ask Alma. I love it. Okay, let's get ready for question number 2.
Here's our next question. Dear Alma, recently the mother of my best friend died. She and I were talking about old times, and she said her mom always thought me and her brother would get married. We just laughed, but she went on to say her mom was tickled to know we were hooking up and had connected with each other, even though we were both married to other people. In the moment, I was shocked and didn't really know what to say. She was grieving her mom, and I didn't want to say or do anything that would make the situation worse. I sent a text to her brother, and he admitted that he told them that we were spending time together just because he knew that's what his mother always wanted. I am mortified. It is just not true. We did not have an affair. I want to clear the air just in case my husband or his wife ever gets wind of this. What is your advice?
Oh, wow.
What in the world?
I know. So let me recap real fast. So, this woman was having a conversation.
lot of pleasing mama. Come on now.
This woman was having a conversation with her best friend after the mom had passed away. Right there after, because she said she was like in the moment. And the sister made reference to being glad that she and her brother were spending time together. And the woman's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't spending time with your brother, but like just kind of let it go. Later, text the guy and said, I don't know what's going on, but your sister said this, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, yeah, I did tell them that. Told my mama, because she always wanted us to be together, that you and I were, knocking boots, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, this woman who is married is mortified, quite frankly, and was like,
good reason.
It did not happen. And so she didn't know, because I didn't understand her question when she initially sent it. But basically she was saying it wasn't true, but now she's worried about in the whispers that something may come up with her husband or his wife when nothing happened between the two of them. So she's just not really sure how to handle this situation. And you know what, y'all? I don't know. This is the first question that has ever come in to Ask Alma that I don't know, because like if nothing happened, do you just not say anything?
It's just dumb.
If something does happen, then you clarify it. Like I don't know.
Who does that? I mean, if you tried to play
busybodies.
If you tried to play
busybodies, mamas are busy.
But it wasn't the mama. It was the son who decided to lie to the mama.
Exactly.
Was she bad? Is that what she was saying?
Yeah.
Well, he could have whispered that in her ear.
Didn't have to say it out loud.
Yeah, he had to say that out loud to nobody.
But why would you make it
I
don't even understand.
To appease her.
If she was that obsessed, if she was that focused on him getting together with this other woman, I think that, like Lillian says, she obviously doesn't like his current wife. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's some foolishness going on with that. There's a lot of messiness in this family.
Yeah.
And it may be just wishful thinking on his part. He may actually want that to be reality, and it isn't. So he's telling people. But there's only two. We only know of two people that know. We assume that the sister knows now because mom must have told her, and his mother. So does she really need to go? Does she really need damage control? But depending on the kind of relationship these couples have, she may need to resolve that before it comes up.
Yeah.
That's her point. That's her point.
Yeah.
That's her point. And it may invite this can of worms.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and why is he making up stuff? Like, what kind of guy has to make up the fact that he's messing around with somebody else? Like, what is that, an ego thing, Lee Ivory?
Who takes that to their mother?
There's a code, okay? And I can't say exactly what it's called because this is a G-rated show, but you don't lie on yourself, okay?
Right.
You don't no self-respected player do that.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Players don't lie.
Come on, man.
The only thing I can imagine
trying to keep our scandalous stuff
away
our
from mothers. Right. But you know what? You know, I wonder if on her deathbed or something, she says, "I really wish you and Susie had gotten together." And he said, "Well, Mama, don't tell nobody but God."
You don't want her flying off to Jesus to tell that lie? Oh no.
I mean, really? Is that what she was focused on? Is she getting ready to kick that bucket?
That's none of that makes.
I can't imagine any other reason why a man would make up a story to share with his mother. It just makes no sense. No, that's extreme. I'm just saying that I can't think of any other reason why a man would make up a story to share with his mother other than
he hates his wife.
Yeah, she hates
Well, but but it also, I think it also demonstrates the stereotype of being petty falls to women. There are petty men, and clearly he's on the very, 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 very petty side. Exactly. 2-3 snaps, Lee Ivory. I mean, he is just, this is busybody type stuff. Go find you some guys and go eat crabs. Give me a break.
So Candy said she should have checked the sister. Candy says she should have checked the sister right there. She should have checked the sister and corrected her, grief or not. And it would have ended there.
I would have on this, like
I'd have said, "What are you talking about?
What you talking about, Willie?"
Renita said, "Mom started shiggity from the grave."
Right.
Keeping it going. Clearly, she's keeping it going.
She should clear this. She should clear this up before the whispers happen, because clearly there's something wrong with that brother.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him. He ain't straight.
And once you hear it,
but wait, Sharon was trying to tell us another way to look at it.
Yeah, if the letter writer has a little something unsettled in her relationship, and if she goes to the husband and says, "Well, you might hear this, but it didn't really happen," and maybe he suspects her of something, that could raise some more trouble.
Yes. I was getting ready to say that. Like, you can try to clear it up, but does your spouse believe you or think, what are you doing?
No, I wouldn't say anything to my spouse. I would go directly to that sister and brother and say, "Listen, this didn't happen. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what you were hoping for. It didn't happen. And I don't want to hear it again."
Right,
I don't know. I'd be so mad. I tell everybody. I tell everybody. I tell them.
Can you believe what they said?
Yeah. No, I tell the postal dude when he went, "Man, can you believe this?"
Because what are you trying to do? Get ahead of it before one of the spouses finds out?
I think somebody might think he just protests too much. Why you? Yeah.
I can see getting ahead of it if it's true, but if it's not true, that just opens, a whole conversation that doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, but still.
So she should just tell her husband, "I'm hotter than fish grease about this lie that he told."
I'm telling you. Yeah.
I know, right?
What's that song?
So
Juanita says, "Get out the megaphone."
That's a good idea, though. She could go back and talk to the sister. So that's our advice,
and the brother. The sister and the brother.
And the brother.
Yeah.
Stop telling lies on me.
Yeah. Go back to your friend.
Because he may not care what happens to his relationship, but she most certainly cares about what happens to hers.
Clearly, he doesn't care. I'm thinking if he can make up stuff like that,
that's the craziest mess ever.
I know, isn't that kind of crazy? But we suggest that you go back to your friend, start there, and clarify it with her, and make her brother tell the truth, and then you can wash your hands of it because you have cleared it up on the front end.
Exactly.
And don't take fish grease when you. Okay, you guys ready for question number 3? This is rolling along well tonight. Yes.
Here's
and the
our
comments
last
are
one.
great.
Hey, Miss Alma, how you doing? I just got a new job and I am grateful. I'm a cashier in the parts department of a car dealership. When my shift is over, I count my money, gather my receipts, and take it upstairs to accounting. On my first day, the manager took me upstairs and introduced me to the accounting manager and her assistant. At first, I had a big smile because I know the assistant very well. She and I grew up together and graduated from high school together. She's the one I give my cash drawer and receipts to every night. Okay, let me just stop right here. This young lady steals everything. She's known to steal everything. Everybody knows she steals everything. She is on Facebook under a nickname and constantly posting large amounts of cash, designer purses, clothes, and jewelry she stole. I ain't trying to lose my job, and I ain't trying to have a beef with her, but I don't want to turn in my money to her at the end of the day. What should I do, and how can I best handle this situation?
Ooh, that's tough one there.
Tiffany, thank you so much for being our VVR tonight. And if anybody wants to be a VVR, let me know, because what we're doing is having one person read all three questions. If you guys noticed last week and this week, we're asking one person to read all three questions. And when you promise me that you're going to do it, I need you to do it. Thank you, Tiffany, who in the last minute said, okay. So I really appreciate it. Thank you, Tiffany. You did a great job. So if you want to be a VVR, let us know in the comments and we'll reach out and get in touch with you. All righty. So let's catch up on question number 3. This woman has a new job, brand new job. She's a cashier. She turns in her money at the end of the day. The woman who works in accounting that she has to turn the money in to is a friend that she knows, grew up with, and this woman steals everything. So how does she handle this? Because I don't want to say, and that was her question, how do I handle it? Because I was getting ready to say, how does she talk to her supervisor about it? Or how does she talk to the girl about it? But that's getting a little bit ahead of myself because that's not what she said. She said, how does she handle this? So, Lori Grant, what say you, girl?
I say she does what we had to do at the bank or any other place you have money. You count it yourself. You write it down, break it down if you have to, how many 20s, 10s, 5s, singles, and your change. And if you can get a witness, which typically you do, because you're not counting your money, you're counting, the house. So if you have a witness, here it is. I've written it down and I've left it in my drawer. This is what I am turning in. And into, there has to be a way that she can herself be accountable. Yeah, but there has to be a way so that she herself is accountable for what she took in. Otherwise, you could turn it into the person who you don't know to be a thief who still steals it. So the store's got to have some checks and balances that they themselves put in place. But because she thinks she knows this woman's pedigree, she has to absolutely cover her back.
Well, see, I think
and she shouldn't go run to the man. Well, we'll get to that part later.
But I think that's an excellent point, Lori, is she knows her. So I think I would pull her aside, like, look, I know who you are, I know what you're about. You can play around with the rest of these people money. You don't want to do that to me. and usually, sisterhood, she was like, okay, well, I can steal from wherever I want to steal it, but I'm not stealing from her. But I would count it all and have us both sign it and say, this is the amount of money I gave you, because she has to be taking it after the fact. So there has to be some signatures or something that says, this is when we both parted, this is the amount of money that was in this drawer. And if you're short later, then that's something that happened after I left.
I'd say that she could take a picture or a little video with the final amount, the receipt that she's tallied, and say how much it is. That way she has proof. And if girlfriend decides to get sticky fingered, then that's on her.
Right.
But that way, if there's ever a shortage or whatever, then the manager can tell that there's a discrepancy. Right. You started out with
Aster said this. Yeah. Aster says the same thing, to take a picture and keep it.
Yep.
Robin,
that doesn't account for what might have happened to the money on your way up to accounting.
Right.
Right.
No, I like the idea of both signatures. I'm kind of not with the idea of accusing that woman to her face and saying, "Look, I know what you do," and no,
They grew up
Because people
together. She
change.
know her.
I understand that, but I think you're inviting trouble if you confront her like that. I think just saying, "Listen, I need both of our signatures on this. Let's count this out in both of our signatures and leave it."
And would you want somebody else's signature too? Because that's just
That'd be
your
great if that's
signature and
I
her
available.
mean, well, let me
signature.
just say this. I clearly it's been over 30 years since I worked retail, but I don't believe stores have that kind of time to be counting everybody's drawers and getting 3 and 4 signatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And see, here's the deal. One, I don't think they have time to be trying to reinvent the wheel. And two, if she was the kind of woman that was going to, be confrontational with this woman, she wouldn't have wrote a letter. Okay. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
She wrote a letter?
Yeah.
Well, she wrote
This
the
letter.
email to ask Alma.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She wouldn't have written a letter if she was that kind of person. So clearly she's not. So, and it's too much of a mess thing. This is a new job. She just getting there. She ain't trying to get there and start no foolishness. But what she should do is just what Asta and Lillian said, is that she should turn to one of her coworkers and say, "Hey, look here, I'm new and I'm just uncomfortable handling this much money. So would you please just watch me count this out? Okay. And, here's the receipt. Here's the money. We're counting it out. And would you do me a favor and just here's my phone. Would you just take a picture?"
Thanks, Annette.
Yeah. Take a picture of that for me. And so when you go up now, and give it to her, now you got double backup that it was $345. It's on the receipt. This woman saw, or this man saw you count it out. And so now if she steals, that's on her.
Right.
And I would do that every day. I wouldn't be trying to,
But by just doing that, it's gonna raise eyebrows.
No.
No,
Not the way I did it. Not the way I said it. I said I would just ask the woman or the man next to me, say, "Listen, I'm new at this, and I'm just a little nervous. So if you don't mind, until I get comfortable, would you just watch me count this? That's all you need to do. You ain't got to be, turning over no rocks and getting everybody mad at you."
Well, for that matter.
Go ahead, Lori.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Robin. Go ahead, Robin. Okay. For that matter, then she could ask the manager or the supervisor to watch her count it out. But I do think, but listen, but there is another layer to this. This woman says, "I grew up with her. I knew she was a thief, blah, 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 blah." People change. Okay. The woman's got a job dealing with money. No,
she does, but she says she posts on Facebook all the stuff that she steals all the time. She's still stealing. She's put on Facebook flaunting all
might be stealing off hours. Maybe she don't steal during her job.
That's what I'm saying. She don't need to get into all of that on her new job with that kind of foolishness. Put the onus on her. If she want to steal, you gonna steal after people done seen me count this out. So. Then we done.
The other thing.
Well, I think together, if they both count it together, they still have those same signatures. She's agreeing that this is the amount of money that was here.
Yeah, but the lady is going to go home, and the thief is going to throw that piece of paper.
I wouldn't trust her. I wouldn't trust her. I get somebody else. Report it to the FBI.
Yeah, it really is for a supervisor or a manager, because two coworkers could as well be in cahoots too, or just doesn't. There's no accountability. There's no pecking order. So that's something that a manager and a supervisor, hey, I'm ready to check out. I want to count. To your point, Lee, I'm new. I'd appreciate if you stood here and watched me.
A new job. Everybody's hired.
Everybody's hired.
That's gonna raise too many antenna, because if you go to her manager and say that chances are she's gonna say, "Well, why don't you just do it with her? Because I don't really have time for that."
Right.
And you right back in the jumping out of the school into the fire. So you need to get an independent party, somebody that works in your office, before you take it up to the
Sharon said take a picture. So count
Yeah,
the money.
that covers everything. That covers everything.
After you
send a
count,
text.
take a picture, and with the receipt that says right there, the woman saw you take the picture. She took the picture with you, and take it on.
Take the picture of what? The cash all spread out?
No, you ain't got to spread it out, but you can take a picture. Here's the cash. I saw her count that roll.
Then I slid them $200 bills into my bag.
That's on you then,
I would ask a manager and not make it about her, but maybe make it about me. Yeah. I'm just starting, can you show me how to do this, and let's go over this, and then just keep saying, I really like when we do this. It makes me feel comfortable with the money because I'm handing my money to somebody else. Yes. Not that I don't trust her, because I like her, she's cool, but I just think for me it makes me comfortable. Like, I think sometimes when you go to managers, you put it all on you. Then they look at it like they are trying to teach you something, or like Esther said, find a job somewhere else.
And for a while, and then after a week or so, I'm looking at you like,
hi, Tina.
Yeah, that's what I say. I wouldn't take it to a man.
Yeah, for after 2 weeks, I'm looking at my surface, my new employee, like, what's wrong with you?
But I'm gonna tell you, man. I don't know if y'all ever been around. Have y'all ever had a friend who was like an absolute thief? I don't mean stealing from I don't mean stealing from other people. I mean you had to keep your eye on them every second that they were around you in your crib. Sharon, you know what?
You know somebody does this and you keep letting them into your house.
No, not my house.
Okay.
When I was in college, Sharon knows who it is. And this dude, he was just a straight up klepto. He just couldn't help it. I remember one day he was in my dorm room. You know how you put your laundry change on the counter? And I had my change spread out and stuff. I was getting ready to wash some clothes. He's talking to me, and he starts just raking the change in his hand. It never crossed his mind
that he was stealing your money with you looking at him.
I said, what are you doing? Oh, he was I'm thinking I'm in my room.
I was getting ready to say, does that make him a klepto when he did it right in front of you?
Yeah, he was just so used to stealing that it was just.
But you see how he had that lie ready? Oh, I forgot. I thought it was in my room.
And he
right.
He just was like that, and he was stealing gas all around town. And,
wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how do you steal gas?
You put
don't tell people how to do it.
Do the pump, take your pump up, put it back, and take off.
Because see, that was back during the day where you had to walk inside and pay. It wasn't no cameras. You had to walk inside and pay. Nowadays, you just do your credit card.
But
this dude, he was a trip, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He was a trip.
Candy said, what did she say? I lost the comment. Man, I can see you. I can see you.
Exactly. Oh, I'm watching you.
Well, what about
I can see you, right?
Donna made a comment earlier about the independent party might get suspicious, as I want you to watch me, count. What do y'all think about that?
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah, but
if my job, me keeping my job is me making sure the money is right. I don't care who's mad. I don't care who around me feels uncomfortable about me counting the money twice. Yeah. That can't be my problem.
You got to try to keep the peace a little bit.
The
workplace can be
exactly that happened to me, and they found it was the manager who stole $125.
Mercy.
I sued their ass and won a $10,000 lawsuit for false accusation. Woo! The manager was stealing out of everybody's drawer.
We ain't messing with you, girl. In high school, we had a manager that was handing off, the 50 packs. He was just sliding money out of the 50 packs.
Yeah.
So you get it, thinking it was 50. It might be 47. It might be 42. It might be any one of those things. And that adds up after a while.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When I was a bank teller, and we crack a new stack, we did go to the next person and say, watch me count this out before I put it in my drawer.
Exactly.
Hey, Robin, when you were a bank teller, if your drawer came up short, did you have to replace the money?
My drawer never came up short, but I will tell you this: when somebody's drawer came up short, that manager had that door locked, and everybody counted everything until
because
they
I've
found the
always
problem.
I
was
just
Till you
wondered
found
if it
every
was
penny.
true.
Your
Yeah.
drawer can come up short,
Mm-hmm.
but your drawer can come up
everybody
short, and it's
else's
just a
drawer is
miscount.
counted and counted and counted. So there was no cross pollination, and so they might have done that 2 or 3 times, and then if your drawer consistently was the one that was coming up short, then you'd be marked up. I never saw anybody happen more than once or twice. I don't know what happened.
I remember when I was thinking about applying for that job, someone said to me, well, you can, but if your drawer ever comes up short, and not being your fault or whatever, that you had to replace the money. And I was like, really? Banks don't have insurance and stuff? That sounded like a really big thing.
I would imagine that if it happened more than once, that
a teller one time gave me an extra $100, but I was going on vacation, so I used it. But when I came back off vacation, I took it back. And I was like, you gave me an extra $100.
She just fronted you 100.
Yeah, she just fronted me.
Was that your friend, Alma?
No, I didn't know her. I didn't know her at all, and the hundreds were stuck together. The hundreds were stuck together.
She wasn't there when you went back, though.
Well,
yeah, she was there. She was like, "Oh my gosh!" I was like, "Yeah, I was gone all week. I'm sorry, girl. You gave me an extra $100. They were stuck together, but here you go. You can have that."
10 seconds, real quick.
But to your good point, Alma, because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go.
I'm going to ask a question. 10 seconds here, real quick. Would you rather deal with a thief or a liar?
Neither one. A thief or a liar.
Because if you steal, you'll lie.
Right. If you steal, you're a liar. So it's like the same thing. It's the same thing. But yeah, that's a good question. Hold on and email that in for Ask Alma.
That's a good question, but it's the same thing to me.
Well, Lee's friend was money off the game and said, "Yeah, I took it," so he ain't lied.
No, but I'm saying
he was a thief.
A liar is very dangerous.
A liar is dangerous. I can replace what was stolen from me, but a liar that's okay. I don't
telling folks you was with somebody's wife.
Right, when you really weren't.
Telling your mama on the deathbed, yeah.
That's right.
I just gave my wife.
You got your wish, mama. You got your wish.
Guys, thank you so much for helping me get through this tonight. I truly
glad to see you.
I've been struggling. Thank you, losing my cousin Gill, who I absolutely
condolences
love with all my heart.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Who was a big favorite of the panel.
Yes,
she was.
Always
she logged on first every Tuesday.
Yeah.
I got an email from a woman that said they continued talking about Ask Alma when it was over because she would, continue the conversation. So we are really, really going to miss her. She was the rock of the family. Thank you, Candy. Hey, you guys, thank you so much. Everybody who watched tonight, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you know. Pat Walkup, I hope you were in the audience today. You usually say hello to us, and I didn't see you.
Yeah,
you did see her? I didn't see Pat this evening, so we hope you're doing well, and all of y'all, I love you so much. Thank you. Everybody have a great night.
You too.
Good night, you all.
Yep. Thanks,
Annette. Good night, y'all.
She said it was a great show. Thanks, Annette. I appreciate it.